Things out here haven't changed any, I figured, as we put in 60 infantry fellows in an LZ somewhat close to an abandoned village. There were orders of no suppression machine gun firing, even though it was the first insertion in a very bad area. As I figured, we started to receive heavy fire from the abandoned village. We immediately returned accurate machine gun fire, but not before the aviation crews and the infantry were shot up. As we started to fly out of the LZ, still firing our machine guns by holding the triggers down, my helicopter got hit with lots of bullets, and apparently one in the engine as we crashed just outside of the village. It was a controlled crash, but we hit the ground hard, and the engine was dead. Another helicopter crew picked us up as we stripped the machine guns and radios from the helicopter. I think that 4 helicopters were shot up bad enough not to make it outside of the LZ. Later, it was thought that the village had at least 2 .51 caliber machine guns shooting at us from under the cover of thatched roofs. This was, of course, my main complaint of the 128th AHC, that we were not shooting our LZs up on first insertions, which keeps some of the NVA-VC heads down, if not killing some right off. But what was I to do besides complain a lot with others about our tactics? I know in the 116th AHC, which I was first in, we never did not shoot up the area on first insertions unless friendly troops were very near the LZ. If we were looking for a fair fight against the NVA-VC, we were put in a bad position by our own senior officers. My helicopter was volunteered and picked for more single-flight missions, which I and my crew liked. In single-flight missions, we were not under the foolish orders and bad tactics from incompetent senior officers. We had a large discretion on how and the timing of our somewhat broad orders during single flights. Our mission for today was to go to the Heavenly Mess Hall of NHAB Navy Base, eat, and then drop a SEAL team off, and then pick them up, fly around on reconnaissance, and then drop them off somewhere else, and then pick them up again in time for dinner. Nice. And usually no shooting, except for fun and target practice sometimes. We were flying there in the early morning and had to keep a very close eye out for Air Force jets flying around as we were close to Tan Son Nhut Air Base near Saigon, at the time the busiest air base in the world. Then in the corner of my eye and my peripheral vision, I picked up movement at the extreme side horizon, and in less than an instant it was in front of me, and was as long as 2 football stadiums, and as wide as one of them, and was shaped like a football or cigar, and was flat black, and was about 300 feet above me and about a half-mile away, and had no shadow or noise that I could perceive. It flew to the opposite horizon in an instant. I hit my mic button and asked the crew, "Did you see that?" "No," everyone said. It was something. I was not hallucinating. I saw it, but I was trying to figure out if it was a bullet or an artillery shell that flew by in front of me, and that is what my vision picked up. My crew and I talked about it for a long time. They believed I saw something that I described and tried to figure out what it could be and why I only saw it. We were flying at about 110 miles per hour, and the aircraft that I saw was flying exactly parallel to our flight, so that may have slowed the vision process down enough for I to pick it up. If 2 aircraft were flying parallel and next to each other at 400 miles per hour, and someone from one of the aircraft just looked at the other aircraft, it would seem to be standing still, not moving. But in fact, it is moving at 400 miles per hour. I thought that it was an aircraft from another planet checking out all the crazy activity of the war, explosions in a very busy area, that it could fly just enough not to be perceived by cellular animal eyesight, but slow enough to check out everything that was going on with their advanced sensibilities. Speed of light is estimated to be 186,000 miles per second. If the whole state of California passed by us at the speed of light, none of us would be able to see it and may not sense it in any other way. We have animal sensibilities, but they could be at a very undeveloped, low primitive level compared to others we do not know of. Look around, we are killing each other. How low can a planet go? We decided it was a reconnaissance mission from another place, and form we know nothing of. That in fact there are others we share the universe with. There is no reason why there should not be. None whatsoever. That was our determination. To this day, I feel extremely privileged to have seen what I saw. A very strange occurrence under a very strange set of circumstances.